chances are you get in your car almost every day. Now Flower Mound Police say thieves are targeting a small but expensive piece that's found in almost every vehicle. We're of course talking about catalytic converters.
A catalytic converter is a component of a vehicle's exhaust system. And what it does is it takes some of the more noxious chemicals from your vehicle's exhaust, and using a catalyst, it converts those from hydrocarbons and things like that into water vapor and carbon monoxide, which can go out into the atmosphere and be more breathable. The catalytic converter is located between the engine and the muffler on the underside of the vehicle, usually forward more towards the engine. Thieves target catalytic converters for two primary reasons. One, the part, the actual catalytic converter, is pretty expensive to replace on an older vehicle. So sometimes thieves will cut off the catalytic converter, sell it to an unscrupulous repair shop, and then they use that to fix someone else's catalytic converter. The second reason that thieves target catalytic converters is because of the actual components in the catalytic converter are precious metals. And so when you scrap the entire catalytic converter, you can salvage those metals and sell them.
To make matters worse, for an experienced criminal, stealing a catalytic converter isn't very hard or time-consuming.
Unfortunately, it only takes 30 to 90 seconds for an experienced thief to steal a catalytic converter. Oftentimes, they'll go under the vehicle with a sawzall or other tool, they make 2 cuts, and off they go with a catalytic converter. Fortunately, in Flower Mound, these aren't very common. However, we do have these offenses occur all throughout the year, so it's really important that people be vigilant. The best way to stop a thief from stealing your catalytic converter is to put your vehicle in a place where a thief doesn't have access to it. Parking it in your garage with the garage door closed is the best. But if you can't do that or you don't have room, parking your vehicle in a lit driveway or under a street lamp is another great way to keep your vehicle from being a target for thieves.
As soon as you start your car, you should be able to tell if you have been the victim of a catalytic converter theft.
The biggest concern when a catalytic converter is removed from a vehicle is the catalytic converter is no longer there to perform its cleaning of the exhaust. So the vehicle emissions go straight into the atmosphere without being converted into safer chemicals. Also, as a user of the vehicle, you're going to notice that the car is much, much louder because the engine is no longer connected to the muffler at the end of the vehicle. So all of that noise is coming straight out of the engine. Finally, you might notice that your check engine light comes on because the vehicle's looking for its emission system and it's not finding it. So the check engine light will come on to let you know there's a problem. Once a thief has stolen a catalytic converter, it is extremely difficult to catch them usually. A catalytic converter itself is not a very large object, so it's not obvious that one has been stolen. It can easily be hidden inside of a vehicle, and a person driving that vehicle would otherwise look like any other person.
If you're a victim of one of these thefts, the first thing you should do is contact police and fill out a report.
If someone's catalytic converter is stolen and there's no suspects or leads, the thing they need to do to get the information the quickest is to do online reporting. And the way to do that is to go to the website, www.flower-mound.com/online reporting. From there, they would pick the theft option, fill out the appropriate fields, and hit submit to get their report number. Once they have that report number, they can contact their insurance company to make the required repairs. Of course, if someone sees a catalytic converter being actively stolen, they should call 911, just like in any other emergency.